Hey, how are you, sir?
Good morning. How are you?
What's going on this morning?
Can I get your name and badge number first?
Sure.
Please? Let me take a step back. You're too close.
Can I get your identification, please?
Why?
Why? Because you're taking pictures of a federal terminal, which is a Homeland Security issue.
Are you Homeland Security?
Yes.
Seems like you're a regular police department.
That's right.
There's something wrong with
Homeland Security is done by
Amendment?
everybody. It's done by everybody. It's the Homeland Security.
Is it a crime to exercise my rights on a public sidewalk?
What? To take pictures of a federal
From the public sidewalk?
transportation terminal is, yes.
From the public sidewalk?
I'm asking for your identification so we can...
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I'm asking for your identification
And I'm declining.
so we know who you are, so we can investigate this further. What's that?
I'm David. You didn't want to identify yourself.
I just gave you my name. My name is right here, and my badge number is right here. I told you.
Respectfully, sir, I'm not trying to argue with you, but what if I couldn't read?
What if you couldn't read? My name is Reed, R-E-E-D. My badge number is 4861.
It's just about being professional.
Is that okay?
Yeah, because you
That's
never
professional,
people you come across.
And I'm asking you for your identification now.
What I'm saying is, people that you come across a lot of people.
Right.
You can't assume that everybody could read.
Okay, I got you.
Welcome back to the channel, where the focus is on understanding your constitutional rights and learning how to exercise them confidently when dealing with public officials. In this encounter, viewers will witness how multiple officers immediately approach a civilian with intimidation tactics, misinformation, and pressure designed to coerce compliance. From the very start, the officers attempt to twist the law, falsely claiming security concerns to justify demanding identification. This opening sets a stage for a familiar pattern: law enforcement relying on authority rather than legality to override Fourth Amendment protection.
To verbalize
I got your point, and I just told you.
Professional.
You need to understand that there was a bomb threat here last week.
I didn't know. I'm not from here. I'm a tourist.
Well, I'm telling you.
So I see something that's interesting to me, and I'm recording
We're trying
it.
to justify ourselves.
That there was a bomb threat here last week.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Harassing.
They
said that you were harassing them over there. All right.
You got to investigate.
I'm asking. Well, that's why I'm talking to you.
Okay.
So
it seems like
a bomb threat. You were over there talking to the
I didn't say
employees.
anything to anybody.
Okay.
I have everything on camera.
I don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay,
We're just asking for your identification so we know who you are.
The only reason
in case something happens in the future. Sure.
The only reason why I give identification is if you suspect me of committing a crime. Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
No, you don't know yet.
Sidewalk
you
right
might.
Now,
so then
you might. We want to
investigate.
identify you in case something happens. What's that?
Investigate, because I don't
We
give
are
my
investigating, and part of our investigation is to get your identification.
As the interaction unfolds, an officer demands identification. Citing photography of a federal transportation terminal as a supposed Homeland Security issue, the civilian calmly questions the legality of this demand, correctly asserting his right to take photos from a public sidewalk. Despite having no reasonable suspicion of a crime, officers persist, attempting to justify their actions by vague references to security and investigation. This moment highlights a critical issue. Lawful behavior is often treated as suspicious simply because officers do not fully understand or choose to ignore constitutional limits.
You have reasonable articulable suspicion that I committed a crime, in committing a crime, or about to commit a crime?
Yes.
What crime?
What's that?
What crime
You're taking video, which might lead to some type of terrorist act, right? We don't know that.
I'm with my family.
How do you know that?
I just told you. know how you don't know that? Because I told you I've never been here. I'm a tourist. I'm with my family. This is interesting. So I took a picture from the public sidewalk.
To take your
Listen, I just want to cut this. I want to make this simple. Can we make this simple?
Sure. Just like you were trying to articulate that not everybody knows how to read and write, right?
Well,
I'm trying to articulate
go ahead.
that we have no idea exactly what your intentions are.
This is why you investigate.
We are investigating. Part of our investigation is to ask for your identification.
Okay.
Exactly.
You said first you accused me of harassing. Harassment is a repetitive option. It's a repetitive action.
That's what they told me. That's why I'm talking to you to figure out what the deal is.
And I told you I have everything on camera. I didn't say nothing to them.
Can we see what was on camera then? You don't have to. I mean, I just want.
You don't have to take my word because I told you I didn't say anything to them. Me taking pictures.
They're saying that you were talking to them. That's the thing is, I'm in two different stories.
After they started talking to me, I didn't initiate.
The officers then escalate their reasoning, referencing a bomb threat from a previous week as justification for the stop. However, Past incidents do not automatically eliminate constitutional protections. The civilian explains he is a tourist with his family, engaging in innocent activity. Still, officers continue insisting on identification just in case, revealing a misunderstanding of reasonable, articulable suspicion. The Fourth Amendment does not allow ID demands based on hypothetical future crimes. Yet officers repeatedly rely on fear-based language to pressure compliance.
Okay.
Contact. They initiated contact with me.
So you guys are.
So if anything, they're harassing me.
You're on their private property.
This is a public sidewalk.
This is public, yes.
So what's that right there? That's not a public sidewalk?
So where were you exactly?
On the public sidewalk.
Where?
On the public sidewalk.
Okay, that doesn't describe where you are. Where
regardless,
on the sidewalk?
That's public access.
Okay.
That's public access. That's open to the public. That's public access. Is that not public access? Is that not an easement?
You're making something harder.
Let me ask you a question. I just want to ask you one question. Is that not a public easement?
This is public, yes. But
exactly.
Were you on their property? That's what they told us.
I stepped on their property. They asked me to leave. I left.
Okay, so you were on their, so you established you were on their property. I took filming the ferry.
No, I wasn't filming. I took 2 steps on. Regardless, in order to trespass me, you have to ask me to leave.
We're not trespassing you. We're just trying to figure out what the deal is.
And I'm telling you, it's simple. I was taking pictures on the public sidewalk. They didn't like it.
Okay.
I have a First Amendment right. It's a protected activity.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't understand why. Listen. So you need to educate them. That's it.
Well, I'm trying to educate you too. It's a federal terminal.
Okay.
So
there's a bomb threat last week. There's stuff that goes on here.
It's as simple as you showing your identification. We say thank you very much, sir, and you're on your way.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying? Just in case something happens later, we have an ID.
I told you my name is David. You see my face. They took a picture of me. I'm with my family, right?
Confusion increases as accusations of harassment surface, despite no evidence of repeated or aggressive conduct. The civilian explains that employees initiated contact, not him, and that all interactions were recorded. Officers struggled to clearly define whether the individual was on private property or public easement, shifting explanations multiple times. This lack of clarity demonstrates how vague property boundaries are often used as tools to justify unlawful detentions, rather than relying on clear facts and established legal standards.
What about that?
We're asking for identification. Right.
All you have to do is
let's keep this simple. Exactly.
Listen.
Let's keep this simple.
Educate them. Listen. He's a citizen on the public sidewalk, exercising his First Amendment right,
they know
which is a protected activity.
They know that. That's why nothing is happening right now except for us trying to get your name. That's all.
And I told you my name, David.
Okay. Well, can you if you show me your identification
I just
again?
told you already.
Well, you're on your way.
Sir,
I don't understand what the problem is. Just like you're.
Because I don't show ID unless you suspect me of committing a crime. Me exercising my First Amendment right is not a crime. Photography is not a crime, no matter how they feel.
Okay.
You're not a feelings enforcer, you're a law enforcer. So you tell them, listen, he has a First Amendment right that you guys took an oath, swore to protect.
Okay, but when, like I said,
no
we're investigating. I
stepped on to go speak to a supervisor. They asked me to leave, I left.
Okay, that's fine.
Period.
You still at one point were on their property and you were filming the ferry.
I wasn't filming when I went on their property.
See, well, that's why I'm talking to you.
And I'm telling you
what the story is. That's your story.
Okay. That's still public access.
You have a story. They have a story.
Sir, that's public access.
Okay. But
there's people with, you know how many cars right now have cameras and dash cams?
No, probably a ton of them.
Exactly.
And
so what's the problem?
Nothing. It's just, I told you.
I think
the civilian firmly asserts his First Amendment right to photograph in public, reminding officers that photography is not a crime. He emphasizes that law enforcement is tasked with enforcing laws, not emotions or discomfort. Despite acknowledging that no crime has occurred, officers continue requesting identification, framing it as a courtesy rather than a legal requirement. This segment exposes a common tactic, turning voluntary requests into implied obligations through repeated pressure and authority.
Conversation is over. There's nothing to worry about.
If you don't want to talk anymore, that's fine. But
I don't even have your identification number. You didn't even identify yourself.
Police Officer Parker.
Okay.
Shield 6708.
Okay. I'm gonna be on my way. All right. You guys have a blessed day. Can I get your name, badge number?
Sure.
Cataletta 7278.
Nice to meet you.
Too.
God bless you guys. All right.
Enjoy your
have a great day. Did you educate them? Let them know that the citizens have a right to record from the public sidewalk.
They know that, but
so
when you're on their property
and bother me.
I'm not bothering you. I'm investigating what happened.
There's really nothing to it. I was taking pictures on the public sidewalk. They didn't like it. So you shouldn't enforce feelings. You should.
I'm not forcing feelings.
Please.
How am I not?
Just educate them.
I'm not saying anything.
Of course, I'm not detained. I don't commit crimes.
Well, that's
your man is trying to harass me for my ID.
So we're trying to figure out what the deal was. That's it.
I think I've been
It's
more
a federal terminal.
Who funds the federal government?
Everybody does.
Exactly.
I'm sure you do too.
Exactly. So they're ignorant to our rights. You guys know our rights.
I have to investigate what's still going on.
I understand.
I have to talk to you.
I understand. I hope you educated them.
Well, I'm going to talk to them and see what they want to do.
Because this is a tourist town.
Because I'm sure they're not going to want you back on their property.
That's public access. What if I...
As the discussion continues, officers admit that countless vehicles and buildings are constantly recorded by cameras, undermining their own argument. Badge numbers are exchanged and professionalism is debated, with the civilian noting that public servants carry a higher obligation to remain courteous and lawful. The officers eventually concede that nothing illegal is taking place, yet still attempt to justify the stop as an investigation. This contradiction highlights how investigations are sometimes used as fishing expeditions rather than lawful inquiries.
To take the ferry. That's like the NTA.
It's still a private company.
The NTA is a private.
They can refuse you going on the ferry.
The NTA is a private company, but it's public access, right?
They can refuse.
I'm not sure about the NTA.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
That's fine. It's fair.
Yeah, it's a private business.
That's fine.
They can refuse.
But they have to tell you, hey, we want them trespassing. And I'm not going on the property. I don't need to take the ferry. The only reason why I took 2 steps on there was to speak to a supervisor about the guy recording me while I'm eating breakfast. That's it. They said get off the property. I left. I know how to trespass and laws go. You know what I mean?
Trespassing you.
Well, you can't. I'm not
just
on
saying,
their property.
Well, I'm telling you, you were on their property at some
For 2
point.
seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
They asked me to leave. I left.
And that's fine.
All right, that's fine. Then
that's what I'm saying. So I don't see the issue.
Yeah.
The issue is they don't like that I was taking pictures from the public sidewalk.
But they have the right to do that.
Exactly. That's where you guys come in and educate them. Simple. I didn't know about no bomb threat or nothing like that. I've never been here. I'm taking.
The conversation shifts to property rights and public access, with officers acknowledging that while a terminal may be privately operated, it remains open to the public. The civilian makes clear he has no intention of trespassing and complied immediately when asked to leave restricted property. The core issue remains unchanged. Employees dislike being photographed from a public sidewalk. This moment underscores how personal discomfort often triggers police involvement, even when no law has been broken.
They're on heightened alert because of
I understand
the bomb threat last week.
But it's always because you guys work for the public. It's about being respectful and cordial. Hey, this is what happened. You see how you came up? Yeah.
Talking to you.
You say you came up. Hey, listen, there was a bomb threat here, so they might be on high alert. I understand that.
Right.
But to be yelling in person, come on, not you. I'm talking about them.
Oh, okay.
I don't
know what. I don't know.
I record in public all the time.
You and them here, just like we don't know what you did.
That's
we
your
don't know what
investigation. I'm helping you, right? But I'm not going to get my ID because I don't commit crimes. You understand? So I tell you my name. I'm David. You clearly see my face.
But the thing,
my tattoo,
you understand where we're coming from.
I understand.
For all we know, you were the one that called last week. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that, but we don't know that, right?
I'm from the Bronx, baby. We don't
just
do
like
that.
Okay. Just like you don't know who I am, I don't know who you are.
Well, you're
right, and I identified myself, correct?
The encounter concludes with a powerful reminder. Police are legally allowed to lie, and many do so to convince civilians to surrender their rights unknowingly. This is why education and awareness are essential. Knowing when you are required to identify yourself, when you are free to walk away, and when officers are overstepping can prevent unlawful detentions. Supporting channels that expose these encounters helps spread critical knowledge. Always know your rights. And never forget, accountability begins with awareness.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I had to get it out of you.
I gave it to it. It's right here on my shirt.
Yeah, well, you want to be courteous. You want to be courteous to people because not everybody can read.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Just professional. This is my name. This is my badge number. That way, there's no confusion. You know.
But
this
why
is
don't?
this.
But again, so common courtesy, right? Would be when we're asking you for identification.
Well, you're a public servant. I'm not a public servant. I'm a private citizen. So it's my choice whether I want to be courteous or not. You have to be courteous. That's your policy. All due respect.
Okay.
You know? I just hope you guys truly honor your oath.
Okay, so you're done here, right? You're done?
Yeah, I'm eating breakfast with my family, bro. I just hope you educate them. That's it. And have a great day, okay?
But I'm telling you right now, they're not going to want you on their property.
That's fine. I'm not from here. I tell you, I'm visiting. I'm touring. That's it.
All right, no, that's
Have a great day, okay?
All right, Dave, you too.
Did I get your name?
Shane Parker.
Nice to meet you. God bless you, okay? Have a great day, officer.